Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 1 of my Giants franchise. I did have one going, but I lost the footage to episode 2 and 3. Got corrupted for episode 2, and then episode 3, it didn't work out. So here we are with a modern, updated roster. Currently, it looks okay, right? We've got a lot to work on, but we got a lot to build on as well. Mike McFadden is back in this. Brian Burns should have X Factor. I don't know why he doesn't. I'm gonna want to start Tyler Newbin at safety though, because he is a lot younger. But yeah, this team has some upside and some downside. It has a very young core on offense. But we're gonna need to do, that's not what I want. We're gonna need to do some free agent signing, try to fill out some roster spots with some older players. Actually, there could be some younger players. Rashard Smith, sorry, is a good player to sign. I don't want to sign too many and then go broke. We're gonna need a better kicker than Graham Gano anyway. And then sometimes there's some really good players you can just grab from other teams' practice squads, like super young players. Not a lot of these look very good, but nothing wrong with looking. Nah, I think we're good. So the team is looking okay. But I do want to ship off a few players. One of the first few players I want to ship off is Darius Slayton. Trey White isn't bad. 6th and a 7th. 6'7". Khalil Herbert isn't terrible, but we don't need a running back. Pete Werner's not terrible either. Tajay Spears might be nice. I'm gonna see if I can get more than just Trey White. Mind you, this is a normal trade. Let's see if I can get a 4th in Trey White. Okay, I could have got a 3rd maybe. There's another player I want to trade away, and he hasn't played in real life this season. McFadden. He's a very good linebacker. Okay, well, nobody wants him, and I'm not taking Andre Ioshabas, so we might be locked into him. He's fine. It's fine. Like, he's good. Let's see if we can get anything for Kayvon Thibodeau. I love Tibbs. I don't really want to trade him. Nobody really giving me anything I really want. So, that's okay. Let's see if we can get anything for Devin Singletary. See if any teams are interested. Okay. Let's see if they'll give me a 3rd round pick. Damn. This game's light. And then finally, no, I think we're good. I need a really tried and true over the top guy. Dante Thornton, I know I got him on our last rebuild. He's very good. He is very fast. I'd be willing to give up a late 4th. Okay, how about our early 4th? That's close. Okay, I'll give a 4th and a 6th. Shabang. Alright. So we're gonna have to cut 2 players. I'm okay with that. 86 speed as a corner is kind of terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Respectfully to him, he's a professional football player. I'm not. But in Madden, like, no, thank you. So let's take a look at this new squad. I want to move Thornton up. Isaiah Hodgins is a very underrated receiver. I want Daniel Bellinger at the 1 because I like him more, but we'll keep Theo Johnson at the 1. Just because he's better in Madden overall. Yeah, that's fine. I want Tyler Newman starting. It's fine. Honestly. Don't mind the name. See if I can get any abilities. I want there's nothing I really want at this point. So let's see if we can get some offensive lineman help. It does not appear so. Let's see if we can get something in a trade package. What would they give me for Drew Dalman? Honestly, I'd be willing to give up a 3rd. Okay, I might have to give up a 2nd. I'd like Drew Dalman. And this seems... We'll do this one. Alright. So that gives us a new starting center and a shift to the offensive line. Move Evan Neal up. Alright, that looks solid. Let's start our first game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland.
We're kicking off to start.
Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. Off we go from Landover. He'll get this past the 20 before he brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
Right. Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. A lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the most and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
Backfield empty. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt.
Pro Bowl puncher right here.
He'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
Well, here it is. This is the moment, Mike, that he has been working towards ever since hearing his name called on draft night. He's put in the work. He's gotten the reps with the first team. He's had some ups and downs through training camp and the preseason. But it's clear, this organization has all the confidence in the world for this young quarterback to go out as the Week 1 starter. And frankly, the hope is he's the franchise quarterback for years to come.
Robinson, he's got it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll go up here, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson.
Complete to Theo Johnson.
From 31, here's 2nd down and 6.
It's 2nd and 6 at the Commanders' 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Scatterboo. Down to the floor. It'll be 2nd and goal. Jordan gonna fake the give and hold on to it. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down and goal.
They'll go, and here's Dart. And this is the decision to go pays off. Touchdown, New York. For Jackson Dart, milestone moment, his first NFL career touchdown pass.
Take us on.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. you didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
They'll start on the ground. Good job.
What a
Good defense. Held to no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Now a pass deep from McLaurin. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 78 yards. Touchdown, Washington. It's Daniels, last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year. First touchdown pass of his sophomore season.
That's unfortunate.
Actually's extra point is good.
Really unfortunate.
Commanders tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy.
No way, bro.
Oh, he tries to lateral
That's
the ball,
embarrassing.
but it's a mistake. The ball's out. But this is taken in by a teammate. The Giants offense ready to take over for their second possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down. Past the 20. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down. Right back to Scattergood on first down. And he'll look forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the shotgun. It's done. A short one there to Bellinger. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Dart. On the run to the right. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I just realized how
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff. Weekend. All even on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 52 yards.
As we are ready to get back underway. Here's a run. This one blown up. Good serve. Drop up. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 4.
One more time. It's Scattergood. And he will dive into the end zone. And Scattergood. Touchdown Giants. For Scattergood, 24 total TDs last year at Arizona State. This is first in the NFL.
I do not want to get dunked on by McLaurin.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders offense heading out for their next possession. Hey, Greg, you think about the NFC East? I was always fond of saying, you're not allowed to rebuild in the NFC East. Think about these fan bases. Philly, Washington, Dallas, the Giants. Their fans don't stand rebuilds very often. This feels a different pressure in this division to be one of the best teams in the league. every year.
And it's just such a fun division. And last year with Washington turning it around so quickly, Jaden Daniels and Dan Quinn, what a great story that was. And of course, with Philadelphia, the eventual Super Bowl champions. Clearly, towards the end of the season, it was pretty evident, at least to all of us, that they were the best team, and that's exactly how things played out. So if you're at the bottom looking up, unlike some of these other divisions where you say, okay, maybe I'm not as far behind as it feels, in the NFC East, Mike, there's just not a lot of easy wins in your division, especially if you're the Giants.
We talk about history, and sometimes people go back 5 or 10 years. I just think back to the generations of great decades amongst these teams. Greg, when any one of these teams goes to visit the other one, it feels like a historic NFL game because of the legacy. That, to me, is why the NFC East is one of the sexiest divisions in all of sport, not just the NFL.
And it has more of kind of like a college football, right? There's rivalries. The fans kind of they hate each other. They're yelling at each other. They're throwing things to the field. It has a little bit more of a college arch enemy, arch rival type of vibe. And I think that's why it's so fun to football fans all across the league, whether you're a fan of a team in the East or not. When those two teams are on, they're playing each other. You want to tune in.
A gain there of the 11. Good for a Commanders first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready?
I think it's because we're not having enough safeties to load the box.
Slot man in motion left. Now Daniels going to give this forward to the receiver.
No,
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
That hurts.
It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. It is third and long. Working out of the gun. It's in.
Defense
Followed up and taken down. They got him. In comes Michael Badgley for this field goal try. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And the Commanders are back within 4 at 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Tracy now to return it, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Giant offense, running back camp Scalaboo, and out for their next possession. This one is caught by Hodgins. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. They're down and 9. Now Dart. This one just too far for the receiver in front of him. That one falls incomplete. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. To the sideline, taken in by Johnson. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on fourth down.
10 yards. And the Giants first down.
To the air once more is Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
To the air again goes Dart. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Dart. That's not, and it's Scalaboo. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on
But he is
down.
not
On first and 10, here's Daniel.
Dude,
Right here, down the field.
Daniel.
Falls,
Goodness.
incomplete. Trying to connect with the veteran Zach Ertz that
Good
time.
stuff.
And it'll bring up second down. Good. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. Now the Commanders use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Third and short, and it's Daniel. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. In comes Michael Badgley for this field goal drop. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders are back within a point. It's 14-13. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half as that one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. On first and 10, here is Dart. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get across the 20, broken down 23-yard line. Giants offense, running back Cam Scatterboo headed out for their next possession. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. It wasn't that much of a spread, and then all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball to 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtime in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because I just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, "Oh, we'll just get a stop." Well, you know, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. The other team's defense hadn't got to stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come open.
They bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see him, they just pop out at you. He has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
It'll be a short pickup. It's a 22. Quandre Diggs, they're on the tap.
I don't want Scott.
They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Not that I can trace it.
The throw is Dart.
I really want to chase it out and
And they continue to turn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First down. First and goal, Giants.
There's a handoff to Scatterboo. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
Well, Tracy.
Brings up second and goal.
On the give, it's Tracy. He
He
will power his way into the end zone. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York.
ran him over.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So, Greg, here are the Commanders, and could anything change in a year the way everything around Washington did? Coaching, quarterback play, future of the franchise. It all just turned around off that great season. Now they got to do it on the field again here this year.
Yeah, and you just can't say enough about Dan Quinn. And you and I, we've sat in a lot of meetings with him over the years, Mike. And when he walks in the room, you just feel good. You feel confident. You feel like he's under control.
Over the middle and intercepted.
That was his base taken him off at the same time. That was an insane play.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Here's Dart on first and 10. Now he'll air one out. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of
So a big one there to start the drive. 35 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Throwing, start.
This
one caught at the 4. And the Giants are looking at a first and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He's got his big tight end. Daniel Bellinger.
Number 2 for Justin
Touchdown,
Dart.
New York. On to add the extra point. It's up and through. The Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
5 minutes left in the fourth.
On the return, Noah Igbenogany.
No.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll begin with first and 10. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at them.
And that is back-to-back drives with a turnover from Jaden Daniels. Spider Burns gets in on that. He's stripping the ball free. And Darius Alexander, the rookie, recovers the fumble. Abdul Carter right there.
They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on quicker than he might have thought. Knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
To the air on second down. Dart. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd attempt. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time in football. Here, he's got a first down. Buck gonna throw it again. And that's over everybody. Out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete.
Incomplete.
Second and 10.
Trey Amos on the coverage.
Throwing again. Dart. They try to work the screen with Scalaboo. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball. They get the man. And it's no good.
I actually hate this play.
On third down, here's Scalaboo. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line. And it's fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Actually.
They'll go, and here's Dart. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Martin.
That's not good for stats, but it's okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
They'll motion over Samuel. To throw is Daniels on first and 10. Here's a second and 3 forthcoming.
Deebo Samuel. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Eckler. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
I want to get both in the sack and a pick on this game.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey! Here's Daniels. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Another try, second and 10.
Alright, Belton's gonna get the sack, I promise you guys.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Daniel. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
We are kind of
Terry
locked
McLaurin, the
in.
intended target on that one. And it's going to lead to fourth down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. He's got the veteran Zachary. He's going to have a Commander's first down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
I told you he did it.
Down he goes.
It's now second and 19. At the 29-yard
On
line.
second and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9.
We're
Third
just
down.
going to the
Coming up.
It was pretty dang good.
Third and 10.
They'll motion over Samuel.
Oh, I know this person.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. To the rookie out of Virginia Tech, Jalen Lane. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniel. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it down. They're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. The Giants offense ready for this next possession. And a few kneel down should come close to closing this one out, depending on whether or not the defense wants to use those 2 timeouts they have left. But it really would just prolong what seems to be inevitable. Try again. It's second and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's Scalaboo. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10.
That guy is famous.
And the Giants first down.
They'll go again with Scalaboo. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
William
John Runyon. the guilty party.
Well, I wasn't something like this, so I don't know.
On play action, it is Dark. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think you'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Oh, it's because it wasn't one day.
Hold on to himself, and he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. They'll run with Scatterby. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9. At the 15.
Once again, it's Scatterby. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided.
Keep going.
And he brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a road win here for the Giants. They moved to 1-0 as they earned this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1.
17 for 111 for Scat. Nick Chubb on the commuters is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. 5 for 24 or 5 for 25 for Dart. Tyrone 2 for 11. Pretty good stat line, all things considered. Daniel Bellinger, leading receiver, and not in yards at least, but in touchdown. Dante Bolton, leading receiver for us in yards. Swindell Robinson, then Bellinger. Blocking, didn't allow a single sack all day. Washington's line allowed 1 sack and that strip fumble from Brian Burns. Drew Phillips with the most tackles. Dexter Lawrence with the most TFLs. With Bill Carter up there, that's very good. Bill Carter already getting half a sack, along with Brian Burns getting a full sack. Dane Belton getting a sack. Dexter Lawrence getting half a sack. Dane Belton also had the 1 INT for the team. Obviously, that forced fumble by Spider Burns. Who fumbled? For us? I don't remember. Darius Alexander got that ball, and Wandale recovered ours apparently. Pass defenses. That's. Bro, I mean, Javon Holland was there. So was Dane Belton. It was just incredible to see from our young defensive players. So, let's simulate the next week. See if we get any awards. Maybe like Dane Belton gets Offensive Player of the Week or Defensive Player of the Week. Sorry, you can only hope. He did not. It's okay. Scat with number 2 in the rushing yards. Thank you guys so much for watching. Episode 2 should be out by next Friday. Love y'all. Peace.